friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christina. I am the designer here in She Loves Designs. I am here today. We are going to talk about creating a design for your social media, something simple that you can create in Illustrator. So you might already know the tools in Illustrator. If you've seen my previous videos, I suggest go back and watch them so you can learn Illustrator, learn where the tools are, and learn how to use them. So you start putting them together now because that's a different skill. So you see this design on social media and you're wondering, how did they make them? So yes, buying a template is easy. Going in ChatGPT is also easy because everyone's doing it. But if you want to make something unique to yourself and to create your own thing, I will show you how to do that in 15 minutes. And in this video, I'm going to also create a simple design to show you how to put that together. And I'm going to walk you through the simple way that you can follow along and understand how everything comes together. So let's get that started, friends. Hi friends, so today I'm going to show you how to create this simple design here. It is extremely simple, so I'm going to keep it simple, especially to make it 15 minutes so you're not really overwhelmed with what you're doing. And we are going to recreate this. This is my design, so I'm going to show you how to recreate it. Remember, we don't copy other artists' things. We try to use them as reference to create our own thing, because everything art nowadays, everything is created based on somebody else's. We try to recreate it and make it our own. So whenever you're practicing this, make it your own. Change your colors, change the images, add your own things, especially if it's going into your social media, because then you know that, hey, I created this from my own hands. All right, so in order to do that, we are going to get in our own stuff here. So remember, when we talked about our last video, to create your own page, we are going to new, click on the letter here, and then click on create. All right, so this is this page here. We are going to have this. So the first thing that we are going to talk about, we are going to create our rectangle. Remember, to create our rectangle, it is going to be on our left-hand side. So on our left-hand side, we see our panels. The left-hand side is going to show us this space right here. And when you left click on it, it's going to show you the tools. And we're going to use our rectangle tool. And the rectangle tool, we are going to add it in the middle. And now we have the rectangle tool. If you see this right here, that's the rectangle tool. And now we are going to add our ellipse tool, circle tool, however you want to do it. So our rectangle shape here, let's make sure that there's no fill, and with the stroke just to see it for now. And now we are going to add our shape. I'm going to add an oval shape instead of a circle because, hey, even though it was my design, I'm showing you, I can do my own thing. This is what I mean by you can always make your own thing. But if you want to know how to create the shape here, let's do that. And with this shape, I'm going to show you how to add the image in that shape. So right now we have this shape. We're going to make this a little bit smaller. All right. But for right now, we are going to work with the oval shape. Now let's duplicate the oval shape. And to do that is Window Copy, Window C, and Windows V, you have it. If you also wondering the second way to do it is click, copy, and then paste. It's the same thing. So now I have this right here. I want to, let's go ahead and fill it so we know exactly what we're going to work with. I'm going to just make it gray right now so you can see it. And this gray here, we are going to move it in the back. So we're going to arrange it and send to back because this is where it's going to be. The outline, this here is going to create a border around your image. So for right now, we have this. So remember our layers. Let's go ahead and separate the layers because right now we are going to work on just that. So if you want to, you can always rearrange your layers. And now we're going to hide it because we're not going to work on this right now. So right now we're going to find our Vecteezy. So we tap in VecTZ. I want to find a hummingbird because I looked that up earlier. So I'm going to find hummingbirds. Hummingbirds, it gives you different shapes. Right now we're not looking for vectors. We're looking for photos. So we're going to pick a free version because, hey, if you want to pay for it, you can. And that's up to you. And we found the free version here. Free download is downloading into our space. So it's downloaded. I have it right here, and boom, I have that right there. So I'm going to bring it into my Illustrator. So remember, to bring it into your Illustrator, you want to go to File, Place, and you'll find the video or the image that you downloaded. So this is what I have here. And now I'm going to bring it in. And it's here. There we go. I have it. So you just drag, click, and you have it. So right now I click embedded just to have it embedded into my file here, because when you save your file, it's going to save it with your image. And you always have to make sure you save and organize your folders, so when you save your image, it will still be there. Because, for example, if you go back and delete everything off of your downloads and you didn't save it appropriately, the image will not be there. It'll give you an error message. I can show you a video on how to properly save and organize your files. But for right now, we are going to create a clipping mask onto this image right here. So we have our image and we have our ellipse tool. So let's make sure we create. So it's the same thing. I'm moving the ellipse tool. Let's move it to the side right there. I'm going to have another one because I just want the inside right here. You don't have to take the entire image. That's up to you. Again, let's make sure our image, there's no fill. And I just want that. I want to capture the wings. I want to capture part of it. All right. So now we can drag and click everything together. We do that with our selection tool. Grab both of them, right click, and then make clipping mask. And there you go. You have a clipping mask. So voila, you created a clipping mask. So now with this clipping mask, there's a boo-boo right here. So with always, you want to make sure you go back, Windows Z, to make sure you grab everything so there's no space in between it. And then you do it again, right click, make clipping mask, and voila, you have your clipping mask. And now we are going to rearrange a clipping mask onto our design. So you don't want to make it too big. So with this one right here, we can make it a bit smaller to adjust to our sizes. So let's go back and add this, because now you adjust it. Let's group it so we can put them together. And we are going to put it here. Again, you can adjust. Because this one is going to be your border. So this tool right here, that's the one that you're going to create your border. So if you want to create the border, we can go ahead and do this now. Let's make the color. So let's say with the border right here, I'm going to show you how to, we just want the color. Let's say I want it pink. All right, let's just stroke here. I have the color guide to show you here how the color guide brings in your colors. It literally shows you which color matches with the color that you're trying to use. And if you click on the harmony rules and the drop down menu right here, the harmony rules shows you exactly which color matches best. So you can pick whichever one and you change the color however you want So if you want the background to be that color, you can. We just want the stroke right now, so we're going to leave it like that. And you see how the color matches with this one? So let's say, hey, you don't want this color, you want to use a color on the stroke, and you want to use that color. So you make sure with your color picker, which is a great tool, with your color picker, you can grab any color from the same illustration that you have, from the same photo. So let's say I want to change it to orange. If I want to change it to green color, you can do that. Let me show you show you exactly what I mean. So I have this color right here, and I have this right here. So I have double click on your left hand side from the toolbar. You double click and you have your color picker. So now your color picker, you can pick and choose whichever color, and you see your colors. If you have the number, that's great. Sometimes you want to pick a color based on what you have to match the picture. So you use your color picker tool, which is, if you click on your keyboard, it'll come up. And you just switch it. Now it changes the fill. And again, you go on your color guide and you'll find all of the different colors that you want to use, and it changed it. So right now we don't want to fill, we just want the stroke. I don't like this color, so I'm going to go back to my pink color. And I put up the stroke a little bit. And now I have this. How pretty is that? All right, so now I have this, and I'm going to go back to my layers. I turn it back on, and now I'm going to work and align it. So if I want to make it bigger, you can. If this is the only thing that you want, you also can. And remember our last time we talked about this tool right here, which is the shape builder. I want to use that today. Let's use it. We click on our shape builder, and remember we see the plus sign. I hope you can see the plus sign right here. And if we want to remove the plus sign, we Alt on our keyboard, we click and we remove. Let's go back into our image to see, okay, I have this round thing here. I have this. All right, if we want this, the stroke to be a little bit bigger, we want to work on the stroke to make it a little bit bigger, to make it thicker. And there you have it. We made the stroke thicker. All right, now this is part of the design that you already have. And now we are going to add our text. Our text is pretty easy. So let's go ahead and fill and shade in our colors. So what color should we do? Let's do green. Maybe you don't want to do green and you want to do a different color. That is up to you. It's your design. Do as you please. So I'm going to add my design. So what I had it on there was keep going even when it's hard. Even when it's hard, guys, keep going. So now we are going to work with our text. Our text tool, we are going to find it on our right hand side. It's going to be under character, and we have different varieties here. Now, as a designer, let's put the designer in your head that, hey, I'm a designer. I want to have a great font, and I don't want to work with these fonts. Let's go to our section here, find Fontjoy. Fontjoy.com is a great tool to help you but pair your designs, to pair your fonts. So if you can see in different journals, in different magazines, or in different places, different fonts pairing with each other brings out the design. So let's say we have Roboto here. Roboto is best with Myriad and Muso Sans, and you'll find it here. And you can play around with the fonts to see and generate which font that you want to work with. This one here, it tells you how it works. This one here is a font visualizer, also tells you how it works. this one generates different fonts for you, and it also tells you which fonts work together. So these are 3 different fonts. So you add in, we're going to add in the same one that we have here. Keep going even when it's hard. So keep going even when it's hard. Okay, so now you have it here and you say, I don't want this. I don't want this font. I want something else. And you can generate, and it generates different fonts for you. So that again, that's as a designer, if you don't want to use the fonts that are provided, you want to use your own fonts, let's go ahead and do that. It's not a problem. And again, if you already have Illustrator, which means that you are paying for the creative sections, but also you can go into Adobe Fonts, which is a version that comes with your program. You'll find different fonts. And again, we choose a simple fonts. This one gives you the fonts. It doesn't give you the pairing. It just gives you the font. You can also go to recommendations to see which font goes better depending on the stuff that you're trying to do. So it gives you trending fonts. It gives you different gems. The staff will sometimes do it. All you have to do is click on Add Family and it will add it onto your app. That's it. That's all you need to do. And sometimes you have to restart your Illustrator. Make sure you save before you do that. But automatically we added this font, which is called Sorvatric. Let's see if we can find it here. Is SA? Yep, it's automatically in here. So with the font pairings is you go on it and you find it, and sometimes you find a different fonts, you want to see what works, and you go on Illustrator and you try to find it. If you can't find it in, not Illustrator, but if you can't find it in Adobe Fonts, the font.com is also a way. The font.com is tricky because the font.com is free. You can't sell the fonts with the creations that you make, so you have to be careful with that. So they're more for your own personal stuff. Let's say you want to create something for social media, your own personal things, you want to download your fonts. So you also have to be careful with that. So with Illustrator, you already is paying for it, but it's already in the terms that you are able to sell what you did with the Illustrator font. You just can't sell the specific font by itself, but when you make the design, it's already there. I hope that makes sense. All right, so I have this right here, which is the font that I have. I'm going to make it smaller, maybe make this a little bit bigger. Keep going. The best way I would say when doing these designs, keep them separate. Keep them separate because it is easier to make the changes that you need to make. All right, if you just want to do that faster. So let's say I want to make it smaller. You can do that. I want to change the font. You can do that. And again, the font pairing is great because you're trying to figure out which font goes together. But for the sake of just us doing this right now, I'm going to keep it the same. You can change the color. All right, so now you have this. I'm not adding the extra stuff. This is just to show you exactly, all right, I have this design and this is why I want to keep it. I want to do that. And if you have a reference, it's always best to go find a reference. Hey, I have the reference I want to do, and I want to create something better, and I want to add extra things. Remember, you go to your file place and you add something else. if you want to add flowers, if you want to add whatever design to make your thing pop. This is just something simple. So today I just showed you how to create a simple basic design that you just want to have on your social media, or you want to have for yourself, or you want to print it in your room, wherever. We showed you how to bring in with your simple tools on your side with your shape builder, the tools here, which is your ellipse tool, your rectangle tool. We use the text tool. Only 3 different things in here. And your layers, you know where to have that, your color guide. And that's pretty basic, just for you to create something like this. Your strokes, just for you to create something simple. It's not hard. It's just, you just need to know where everything is in your Illustrator, how to get them. Once you find out those basics, once you learn those basics, it's pretty easy to come in and put things together as a beginner. So if you're building something, whether it's for a business or something personal, and you don't have the funds to hire a designer, that's okay. This video is for you. I know a lot of people are using AI right now to do everything. And while AI can be very useful, it's just a tool. It's a tool to help you with your products, to help you to do things, not for it to do everything for you. There's value in learning. There's value in creating, into making something that actually feels like it's you. And when you're in a position to, definitely support other professionals, professional designers and artists, because that matters a lot. In the meantime, use your creativity, learn the basics, make something that's unique to you and something that doesn't look like everything else. And even if it's just for personal use, something that you just want to create, that's okay too. Just keep practicing. That's how you get better. And if you're enjoying this channel, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot to me, and it supports the work that I'm putting in this. All right, friends. See you next time.